Seattle, Washington, home to renowned franchises, present and past, from the Seahawks to the Supersonics, but there is a cornerstone program in this city. It is the Huskies of UW. They've always had a place here, a place of excellence that these fans hope will continue today. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies offense will get the first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming in.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll go right back to the run. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes his connection. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Big loss on the last play, threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Really good run there on third down. He got 5, but they're still left with a 4th and 3. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? Like, I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Nunez. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the big fullback. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Give to the running back. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2.
Now, a 4th down.
They're going to go for it with a couple of good options here. Get it to the 1, you get the first down. Get it farther, you get the touchdown. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So Nevada's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And that is just an attitude run. The middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Nevada will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes a move. Delivers the stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Huskies! And they break the seal on the scoring. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
On the run, it's Mancuso. Wolfpack will get the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Wolfpack will have first and 10.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He'll do it himself. On the move at the 30. He's loose. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Nevada comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Looking for room. It's Frank. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive. Attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you can tell they pull the trigger so fast. Get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Bringing out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Finding more yards with the spin move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Gonna run it. It's Frank. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quick completion on the out. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The toss to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Give to the fullback. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Huskies! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now, on the same page.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
To the air, it's Nunez. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and short now from their own 48. To the ground to try to move the chains. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Now the toss. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Give to the fullback. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Nebraska is ahead early in Lincoln, but that's not exactly Mike Rozier out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 11 over Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's right on target. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And now on second down for this offense. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Looking to pass. It's Nunez. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Finds his tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major...
Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Brady. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Nevada going quickly. Wants to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Wants to throw on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Is incomplete.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive.
Going over the top. And he's got it inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Good timing on the quick out. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Getting some heat. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down after the incompletion. He wants to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Nevada will be forced to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Now on the return. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
throws to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Going for it on fourth down must be part of their philosophy. Just 1 for 3 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Used the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
When you is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And this offense, undeterred by going just 1 for 4 on 4th down, will stay out there to try it again. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He'll pitch it. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to pass, it's Nunez. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Running back goes in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Feeling some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Handoff from the gun. Fakes his man out.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got it behind the line. It's Brady. Looks like the Wolfpack will pick up the 1st down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Mancuso. On the move at the 30. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
4th down coming up.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll try the right side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it work.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They believe they can run right here. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Here we go with the run on 4th down. The Huskies are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive if you're on offense, right? You're now into the opponent's territory. It's 4th down. Dial up your best 4th down play. Keep this drive going.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime. Maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Nunez. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or age is in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Here's the handoff. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to beat him to the left. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. He wants to throw. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm flow. You take your steps, you put the ball out, it's got to be in the good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Afterburner's coming. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nevada. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Hey, QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. To the ground with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Frank. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football, they stick to what they do well, they know where the 1st down marker is, and they get the 1st down.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The running back and leave it with him. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And the pummeling has started. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab over the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Trying to get to him. Got out of trouble and throws. Got him downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they got it now 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nevada.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington 1st down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Can anyone catch him? And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Handoff to the single back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. Pulls his way forward. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. After picking up a couple of 1st downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Dances away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's.
Incomplete.
Executing David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks. But
They cough it up inside their 3. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll return it from around the 50. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage.
his time points do count, though. And he's still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which not necessarily a bad thing.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff team is out there, and after giving up a punt return for the score, this offense needs to do some work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5, and the returner is stopped. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab down the middle. Open space at the 25. He's off to the races. Past the 30. He's at the 20. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
63, Nevada. 20.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the